Welcome to Axle Nation, powered by United Axle. I'm Kara.
I'm Todd.
And we're your hosts today, and we have some special guests from right here at our corporate location. We have John Strader.
Hello.
And he works in our warehouse. And we also have Stephen Fredrick.
Hello.
But here at the shop, he's known as Fred. So I have a hard time calling you Stephen.
I understand that. I had a hard time not answering to Stephen when you said it when I started. But
Yes, so a little bit of why we call him Fred. Our very first employee is named Stephen. So when we hired you, Stephen, we couldn't have Stephen 1, Stephen 2. So we kind of branched off your last name, and now you're Fred.
I am Fred. I'm Fred here. My daughter is mad because she's also been called Fred at school, but I'm carrying the Fred torch right now. So.
Yep. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna call you Fred for the
Fred
podcast.
works. That's who I am. Here,
I know.
so.
That's what I call you every day. So, how did you get started in machining?
My father was a machinist, and growing up, I always watched all the cool stuff he'd do, and we'd go visit him at his shops, and it always just seemed so awesome and almost like a Silver Dollar City kind of craftsmanship to see him just take a raw piece of metal and turn it into something that I had no idea was hidden in there. Just always found that super cool and just kind of followed along.
It is super cool. Anyone who walks in our shop, I mean, they enjoy seeing that raw steel go into the machine and then come out nice and shiny, a new part. And you do a fantastic job. What kind of machines do you like running the most?
CNC lathes are probably my stronger ability than mills, but I have ran mills. When I first started, it was on a manual lathe, so it was just me and that piece of steel, and I enjoyed that one-on-one challenge. It just really makes you focus and pay attention to the process and how you're going to get to your final product you're trying to get to.
Mm-hmm. But as far as the CNCs, you're pretty well educated on all of them. I know we have Smart here, we have Haas, and...
Yeah, I'm more familiar with the Fanook controls of the Smart, but the Haas, I have enjoyed becoming familiar with those. I like the learning part, and just the subtle differences are enough to keep you on your toes and make sure you're paying attention.
Mm-hmm. So what is a typical day? Like you walk in, what does a typical day look like for you in the machine shop?
Well, get the machine set up, and where I'm currently at, I have one machine feeding parts to the other, so I'm trying to balance that back and forth while also maintaining the tolerances and the cycle times and the machine maintenance and stuff as the day goes on.
And speaking of tolerances, we hold pretty tight tolerances on
the spindles
tighter, that we make.
Yeah, they are tighter than what I'm used to, and I do, oddly enough, like that. It just, again, it makes you pay attention and the challenge of it.
Yeah. Yeah, to be a machinist, you really have to be really great with detail, which I don't have. So I really respect your job, Fred. You do a great job.
Well, thank you.
So how do you approach setups to avoid mistakes later?
Well, you try to learn from past setups or what the people who've run the machine before you have done, and I think just with experience, you kind of see pitfalls and dangers as they come up, and you're able to just kind of pivot and adjust from that. Just having good information before you ever get started has been a big benefit in the setup process.
That's true. That foundation and having clear instructions, or like you said, that information. Do you want to talk about any mistakes that you'll never forget?
Oh, I've got plenty, and some are more painful than the others, but I don't think anybody's ever going to be harder on me than I am myself with mistakes. I'm not perfect, but as a machinist, you strive to be. You kind of have that perfectionist attitude that you just really don't like being wrong. And so that's kind of a driving force to just really make you clamp down and pay attention. Even when your mind kind of shuts off from the repetitiveness, there's still enough there that it'll keep you keep you on task as much as possible.
Which reminds me, we got you T-shirts. What do the T-shirts say about I'm a machinist?
Machinists have tolerance issues.
Yes, machinists have tolerance issues. Yeah, I always it makes me laugh.
I've had that shirt on going to the grocery store, and people just point it out and laugh. It's like, yep, that's right, and they know.
Yes. All right. So let's talk with you a little bit, John.
Yes, ma'am.
So John works in our warehouse. Actually, John wears many hats here at United Axle Corporate. But the main job is the warehouse. It's keeping those parts in stock or on the shelves, orderly. And pulling stock for orders for our franchises, for our dealers. So how important, John, is organization out there in the warehouse?
It's very important. We serialize everything. We stack in a specific way. We make sure we go through our old inventory first before we move on to our next. So we have a little system implemented with that, with notations around the shop as to what would be next in line. A lot of numbers to deal with. It's easy to get confused. But other than that, as long as you stick with the routine implemented, then you shouldn't go wrong. Mm-hmm. That's for sure.
I'd say that's one of the things that people would underestimate about the importance of your job is all those numbers and keeping the serial numbers organized. And because the way every spindle we make here at United Axle is serialized, like John mentioned. So for traceability and accountability out there in the field. So we have to keep track of what parts get put on what pallet for which dealer. And it is a lot, I'm sure, out there. Because I myself have been out there helping here and there. Like I said, John, you do wear many hats. So what are some other things you do around here?
I have been many different things, from painting to concrete, saw work, but the main hats out here is going to be the saw, 3D printing, making our covers for our threaded ends of the spindles.
Oh, yes.
When we ship it off.
That is a new something that we did add, which is a good segue into the shipping and packaging spindles. So do you want to talk about that, John?
Packaging them, yes. We have really figured out what packaging methodologies work best for us in the sense of our past experiences, and that being especially when we have to use small parcel shipments via FedEx, UPS. We must use these 3D printed caps to cover our seal journals, our threaded ends, as those are the easiest ones to get banged up as they make their way to their final destination.
Well, there's nothing like sitting back watching UPS throw it like a football.
That is, I concur to that, yes.
Hear it hit the floor, bounce off the wall of the truck. So, I mean, and I think that's where the extra padding comes in when we go to box this stuff
Definitely
up.
add extra foam layers and cardboard layers in our boxes as well, for sure.
Mm-hmm. So, John, how did you find out about? I want to go back a little bit. So, you've been with us a little over 2 years?
Yes.
Talk a little bit about how you found United Axle and what brought you to work here.
I'm glad you asked. Yeah. As I was on my endeavors in the paint industry most of my work career, since 18 years old, that didn't go the way as planned. So it was time to open up another door, checking other companies out, back and forth through interviews. And United Axle found me on Indeed. And 10 o'clock at night, I got a message on Indeed, and I'm thinking, well, this is another scam. This is I'll do the personality quiz and wiping my eyes, trying to keep them open as long as I can because it's past bedtime for sure, but I needed a job for sure. And I take the quiz, next day I get an interview, and well, they are real people. It was legitimate. They weren't trying to kidnap me or take my identity. And the rest is history. Todd and Kara have been great. They're an amazing team. I even got offered to go to the Match Truck Show earlier this year.
That's
and
right.
That was an experience of its own. Got to meet our franchises that I get to ship to and fulfill these orders, and to hear the great job we're doing even from other customers. It was really great meeting all those people, that's for sure.
I'd like to add something here. While John was gone to said truck show, I had to attempt to fill in for shipping John, and my goodness, was their methodology and everything. Once it made it so much easier for me, not having a clue, just the way John's got it organized, and just a few phone calls, he was still able to talk me through exactly what was needed to get orders out. Well, he was off playing at the truck show. So no, hats off to you, buddy. That ain't easy out there for sure.
Which leads to the next topic, teamwork at our company. So we like to cross-train here. We are a small corporate company, and we like to cross-train, but what you mentioned, Fred, while John was gone, helping out in the warehouse. So as a small company, we do wear multiple hats sometimes. And so how important is teamwork, and how do you see teamwork here?
Oh, it's outstanding. Just watching guys step up wherever and whatever's needed, whether it's a mad dash to get stuff ready to go for a show, or clean up on the weeks that, we have heavy cleaning. Someone's always helping pick up the slack where someone else is falling behind. I've had John even hit a start button before on the CNCs, just giving him a taste of how the real people are.
The turnaround times when we get a special spindle call in, the turnaround times on that, the way we all come together and get it done and ready to get shipped out next day, if it's next day air, and it's something we don't have on shelf.
That's true. Yeah, that is a service that we offer our dealers, is if they see something in the field that they need help with, and they need something special manufactured, these guys, Fred, John, we all jump in to get that spindle made and get it shipped out overnight to our dealer so they can get that trucker back on the road fast.
Well, one thing I'm going to touch on here is just how clean our facility is. We bring a lot of people in and out through the year. They fly in, want to see what we're about, want to see our shop, want to see the training area. They're not only machinists, but they take real good care of just taking care of business, if you will, keeping things picked up, cleaned up, organized. I want to brag just for a minute. I dare to say our shop is probably within the top 10 of the cleaner shops out there. Floors are mopped, things are clean, machines are wiped down weekly. We want to look the part that we play in our business. Safety is a part of it, and we have a real good safety rating. And we just ultimately care about the product. And when things are taken care of in between, the product kind of takes care of itself when you have good machinists taking care of business. So not only on the shipping receiving side, but on the machining side, both of these gentlemen, you both do great jobs, and we're grateful for you.
We appreciate you all as well.
Absolutely. It just, the way you care about your employees makes me want to give more each day, makes me want to give my best, and whether that's helping John or Pierre or Steven or one of the tar boys, it doesn't matter. Wherever I'm needed, I want to help, because it's a family atmosphere that we all care about the product, but each other at the end of the day. I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, from my perspective, the morale is superb.
Well, thank you. Well, we enjoy having you. You're like family. We're with you guys more than we are our own family. So it's great that we all can get along and work together every day.
I saw John. He's kind of rough some days. You got to take a wide berth. But shipping John, he is always fantastic.
Got to learn to toggle between the two.
Yep. So to finish this out, let's see, if the machine shop or the warehouse had a theme song, what would it be?
Todd said it, taking care of business every day. Sing it, John. Come on. You're always singing as you walk around. Come on. What do you got?
Taking care of business.
Every day.
That's all I know.
Yeah, I know. That's all we need.
That's all I mean.
That's all we need. What more do you need?
Oh, all right. Well, it's been fun, guys. Thanks for hopping on the podcast and talking with us today. Thanks again for all you do. And I did not give them very much heads up, so they did fantastic on the fly. They had about a 15-minute notice before coming in the podcast today. So thank you, guys.
Well, thank you.
Hey, thanks for having us. It's great to be here.
If you're listening and have questions or comments about today's episode, go to unitedaxle.com/Axle Nation and leave us some feedback. We'd love to hear from you. And if you're ready to grow your shop and be part of a nationwide network, head to unitedaxle.com/dealer and take the next step.